I don't know if this is really going live or not. Yeah, I guess it says it is. Ain't got a clue who's watching. Don't really care at the moment. Not being mean or rude, just I don't. It's raining. I was out here earlier. I breached that berm in a few places and discovered a few issues. My phone is supposed to be water resistant. Alright, see how saturated I am? We've got over 3 inches in less than 2 hours. During one of the little breaks in it, I ran out and I breached the berm in a few places and seen what I'm dealing with. I spoke to Robert, who's been helping me with this stuff, and he asked me to come back out and do a video of the pond and what it's looking like, so he'll have a real idea. Look at all the water running down. See, now this is all running to the washout. The washout has gained probably 2 foot. See all that water running down? Now the berm is way down. The water in this berm is way down. After I came out here and breached it in a couple places and the rain let down. I breached it right over here. You can't really tell it, but yeah, it was. You can see where it's running off. If you look in the background, you can see where my pond's out of bank. Totally surprised me on that. I'm out here in damn flip-flops, and I hate flip-flops. Now, here's my washout. Robert, you know how far it was. Folks, it was right up there at that little knoll. See where that brown is down there? That's over 3 foot that it's washed out more. The berm here is, this berm ditch is just full of water. I was wading in over 2 foot of water in that ditch. I do not understand why they built that. I breached it in 2 or 3 places back through here. Oh goodness. I did what I could for an old fat guy. I breached it right there, and it's still draining a little bit there. I breached it over here, breached it back yonder, and it's got it down a whole lot. So this berm is one of my nemesis. Oh goodness. Let me walk on down here a little bit. Now this is just so full of roots. Them other 2 that I did over there, they was hard enough on me trying to get through the roots and stuff to get anything to flow, and I tried to do it in a manner that as the water flows it will take it out. Now I had a major stream of water through there, and I'm walking in water right here, and so the water has gone way down. Whoa. I hate flip-flops. Alright, I breached it right here also, and that was one of the original washouts, you can tell, that they plugged up. And you can't stop Mother Nature, folks. Now look at how this is all laid down. This is where it was running like crazy, coming down out of my field up there. This is a natural runoff. And then they plugged it up with that berm. That's crazy. You ain't gonna stop God and Mother Nature. Now, Robert, when I was talking to you on the phone, this is that runoff from the neighbors I was telling you about, and it has mellowed out a lot. This is that runoff that you went a little bit back in. Dude, it was flowing. It was flowing big time. So, let me walk back down this way. Oh. And we are in the hot spot. We're expecting a whole bunch more rain. If I wasn't a sissy, I'd kick these damn flip-flops off. But I'm a sissy. Look at all the saturation. Oh. Yeah, I was walking up that and trying to determine where to breach it at. And I ain't lying, I had on shorts and I had on tennis shoes. Believe it or not, folks, I do wear shoes once in a while. And it was halfway up my calf. It was well over a foot of water. Now let me get down here. I'm gonna cut across and show you the pond. And what's scary is that we got a whole bunch more of this coming. Several days worth. Now here's more. This is not the saturation I showed you earlier. This is all just running down off my hill right there. And it all comes to this berm and to that washout over there. And here we go into the water. All right. Now, if I slip on this old clay and bust my ass, I don't expect to hear nobody laughing. Now over there, you can see where it's out of the banks, running down. That's what we call our picnic area. And it didn't cut it or nothing like that. It just flat went down through there. It just got too tall. This is where I had attempted to build a bridge. I put 3 pipes across there. Thought that would handle anything, but like Robert said, there's a reason that ditch was so big. And you can see my pipes in there. And we just got such a massive amount of water, flash flooding, that it didn't handle it. So now earlier it was well over a foot deeper than this. Now then, I have got so much water that I actually have 2 islands now. Now I thought it would get full and that it would encroach over here on this side, which it has done, but as you can see right there, it's going over. And we will walk over there in a minute. There's my original island. So that's what I'm going to have at my highest points on it. Let me walk on down here. And see, we're so growed up in the back, I cannot see my runoff pipe back there. I don't have a clue. So I've got to get it where them boys get back there. And damn it, Lakota. Look what I found. But I got to get them boys over there and get that cleaned up. Because all I can figure is that it's plugged up with debris, weeds, whatever, but I think that thing is plugged up over there. So now let me see if I came across this washout earlier, but that was wearing tennis shoes, not flip-flops. And you can see she's running off there, nothing like it was earlier. I mean, earlier it was getting with it. All right. You can see over there where I breached that berm. Yeah, and I'm not trying to read if there's anybody on here and all that stuff. If you're on here, howdy. All right, you can see how saturated I am. I'm right here on the edge of the pond. And here's where it overflowed. Here's what we're calling the picnic area that we want to turn into our picnic area. And you can see how it's just running down there. And like I said, it didn't really cut it. It just got so full. So when we get our equipment out here in a few months, that road right there, the other side of the cut, the washout, all that stuff's going to come right off over here. I'm going to build this up more, at least another foot or 2. Go up to about that second set of trees or more. After, if this just doesn't cut away and all that stuff, I will make it where it's not going to happen again. So, hillbillies have their ways. See, it's pretty high here. Look how high this is. So I've just got this low spot right through here. I don't know how that's showing up on the video, but a real low spot right there. So it is what it is. I'd rather go up there on that side. All right, folks, my phone's getting wet. I am too, and sugar dissolves. It doesn't float, so I need to get out of this before I dissolve, and Mama ain't got nobody to love on. So that's what's going on in my world. We'll see how it all pans out in the long run. Any volunteers to come down here and help me breach this berm? There's my washout. I mean, man, they took out another 3+ foot of it. So that's been my nemesis all along, is this berm and that washout. All right, folks, for those of you that are on here, appreciate you watching. Remember, God loves you, so do I. Y'all have a blessed day. Look at that. Now that's where I breached it earlier, and it's still running. Dadgummit. All right, folks, get my phone out of the rain. Bye. Now, how do I cut the damn thing off?